Another nice resource, another feature of dotCMS. dotCMS, and I'll talk about this a little bit later as well, but all the content in dotCMS is underlied by an Elasticsearch.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with Elasticsearch, what that is a elastically scalable search index that allows you to do things like full text search of all documents within the system, to do full text search of all the pages within the system, do things like facet, content faceted searches.
Right, yeah.
And that's allows us to do the kind of geolocation and that content piece. Now, the beauty of the Elasticsearch is that you can use the results of Elasticsearch queries in developing your sites and developing things like this is a document repository, right? Which is a custom content type that's just searching a document repository in dotCMS.
Okay.
And it's a very, very scalable, very robust search result. When you see in dotCMS a dynamic displayed content section, so what I'm talking about, for example, here is a common example, latest news. Okay, this section is being generated not from the database, but it's being generated on the fly from the results coming from Elasticsearch.
Okay.
Okay, and that's a very, very quick, millisecond type operation, and you can have pages that are just generated dynamically based upon those results coming from Elasticsearch. Very, very performant.
So can you talk a little bit about how that might work? So let's say someone's going to try to set something up. They want to take a particular module, apply it to a page. How do they create that search query in the first place in order to apply it?
Absolutely, sure. So this is the content view into the system.
Okay.
Okay, and so you were asking earlier, how would you build a poll of news, or if I wanted to use
Like a search query. Yeah.
a search query. So what you can do is, let's say I want to manage the news type, and I can search ZIL, I guess, Brazil. Or that's a simple search, that's searching all the fields of the content type. I can do a more advanced search and say I want to give me all content that is tagged investment, for example. Okay, so it's going to return that. I want to order it by publish date, right? These are just example things you can search by. You can search by headline, you can search by topic, which is sort of a taxonomy.
Yep.
And this is a very, very powerful feature, I think, for people that use dotCMS on a day-to-day basis. I can pull down here, and it's kind of obfuscated by the help button, but I can pull down here this show query piece. What this piece is going to show me, it's going to show me the actual code snippet that I can drop into a widget or some sort of a template that will replicate that poll that we're looking at right there.
Gotcha.
Okay. It'll also show you the API endpoint that will replicate that query that you have there. So if we take a look and we click on this link here for the JSON representation of our content objects, you can see here it's going to give me back that list of of content objects.
Okay.
And so what that allows people to do is do things like remote, either via JavaScript or on a server-side code, to remote and pull widgets content from dotCMS into disparate systems.
Right. Okay. Very cool.